the audio is working. So okay na. So diri ta dapita mag-start this afternoon since we have a problem. So we will start on this part where we know already our wireframe. So this is the page that we are going to concentrate to develop. So you know already what is a wireframe. It is a plan. It is a plan or a layout where all your plans of a website or design of a website is being constructed. Nakaplan sa dira. So this is our page will look like. Okay. So this is our basis in making our page. So before, in order to accomplish it, we have to translate. We will code or we will create tags using HTML, and then we will going to use CSS for layouting to make it have nice layout. Okay, so since this is the layout, makita nimo, the first thing we were going to develop or to implement is to create a navbar. Okay, navbar followed by a body, then a footer. So this is the thing. So these are the things that we are going to accomplish this session. Okay, so please do not hesitate to ask me a questions if dili kini ninyo mag-grasp ang idea. Okay, so this is our basis. So next thing we're going to do is to open any text editor. Okay, so we will open any text editor. So in my case, I will be using Sublime. Okay, so now let me close everything since gahapon yesterday we all created some files that we discussed. So these are our file tutorial. Okay, so let me delete everything. So then, okay. So first thing you have to do is to have a text editor. So it can be Notepad++ or Sublime Text. It is okay in our side. So that is the only thing we need to do to have. Okay, so first thing you have to do is to save it directly as an HTML file for us for so that text editor will know that every tags or it can knows that this is a HTML document, then the tags um, can be read easily. Kaya na siya yung mga color reference. Okay, so to start with, to write it's a formal HTML document, we will write, okay, doc type, document type, HTML. So this is the first thing you're going to write on your in your page. Okay, then in order to know if this is correct, okay, so that the editor helps us also in our the way we write our tags, we will save it first. Okay, so go to file and go to save as. Okay, then you can locate where you're going to save your file. In my case, I will save it on my documents, and I will go to web development CRUD series, and then I go to tutorial. Okay, since this is the page that we are going to develop, this one. So this is we call this a landing page. It is because this is the first page that the user will gonna visit. So that the sometimes it before we call it index page, but since web development is upgrading, now the term for index page is landing page, the first page that we're going to land on your site, landing page. So it's up to us what is our name of our file. So I'll be naming it all landing page .html. So as you can see on your in the screen, a while ago, this tag is not colored red and purple. So it is because it is just the editor doesn't know what file is being opened. Right now, since he knows that it's the HTML, so every tags must be have a color. So that dali siyang mailhan for us. So as a HTML document, I also discussed yesterday that there are two main parts of an HTML page, okay, or a page. So in order to run our file, okay, remember, ato na lang, good afternoon. So remember where you say where we save our file. So it was saved on documents, right? Atong i-access na lang. Atong i-access. So go to documents. Good afternoon. Documents, then web development CRUD tutorial. So as you can see here in the icon on this file, it it is uh it is like a Google Chrome icon. If Google Chrome is your default web browser in your laptop or in your PC, it will turn to Google Chrome icon. Or if that is if your if Mozilla is your default web browser, then it will turn like a Mozilla icon. So in my case, my default web browser is Google Chrome. That is why the icon is turned to Google Chrome. So how we were going to run this file, because if you edit this file, edit with Notepad++, you can see you can see also that the the tags inside of this file. Pwede po siya i-edit na to with Sublime. You can open it with okay, where is Sublime? Okay, walay Sublime dire. We can also open Sublime, for example, if in case it was closed. So that one. So all you need to do is just drag and drop on the Sublime. It will automatically know on the tab that this is the source code or the HTML tag of the file. If you're going to run this page, all we need to do is double click it, and it will pop up a web browser. As you can see in the web browser, there is an address because the data on my drive documents web development, because in the URL every space turns with a percentage. So web development CRUD here is the tutorial landing page .html. This is the file that we are now opening on this web browser. So right now we don't have seen any changes of the page since our codes still only declaring a document HTML document. Okay, so we will add tags like head head tag, okay, and a body tag. So those are preliminary um, tags that we are going to use, or in order for us to have a um, develop a page. Okay, so our concern for the head is on just only side in the side kanilang di nimo makita ani lang yun is concerns for the head. The entire body, the in this body tag, it will just start with this area from top left to bottom right. Manaya all we need, meaning all we can see in this area, in this white space, it's concerned with the body. So usually inside of the element inside of the header tag is only the title. So example, this is the title of the page, no? Okay. So in default, if there is no title of the page, this is all automatically the file name. If you want to change the default, you will insert um, title tag. Okay. Then we will put the content, for example, Nur, okay, welcome to Norsunian blog. Okay, Control S, just save your file. Then you go to the web browser and refresh. As you can see here, the default title is now being replaced to your title that you have to set on your head tag. So now this is now we called it an element because an element consists of an opening tag and a closing tag. That always remember. So element na siya. So for example, this one, a title tag, this also is an element. Okay? So this is the content of the content, and this is now the title tag, the opening title tag, and the closing title tag. So always remember that there is a tag has a pair, an opening, and a closing. So always remember that. The closing tag has this kind of this slash be- before the name of the tag. Okay, then also always practice indentation in your write your when you tags. It is because if you don't practice indentation, what happened as a developer, you have your code must be messy. Okay, makaingon ka that the title tag is the same level of precedent or level of content ang head o ang title. So if you practice indentation, so makaingon ka that this title tag is inside of the head tag. So this is a main there is a main tag for this another tag. So as you can see directly, you can easily figure it out that the title tag is inside the head tag. If you don't um, use indentation, you need to read it uh, better for pila ka seconds to identify if this title is inside of the heading tag, especially if the tags are now being we have a lot of tags used in our web page. So kinahanglan siya practice tag indentation. So if we see that this tags is inside of that tag, always use indentation. Okay, practice indentation. So this is only the tag that I will going to use on the head tag. So my concern is now on the body tag. Okay. So based on our wireframe na kung ipakita nyo earlier, these are these are the tags that we are going to use. We will have an image here. We will have a text here for Norsunian blog. We will have links here on our navbar. Okay, we have links for home, about, sign up, and sign in. So these are the first thing we're going to do. So first, okay, okay. First is the image tag. Okay, sorry, I opened Notepad++. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, okay. So on the body, okay, we have to create a nav tag. Okay, this is a navigation tag. So all the things that I have to use here is you can found it at w3schools.com. Okay, CSS. You can see the bunch of no, sorry, HTML. Bunch of HTML tags that available here. So all I want you to is to read here the kinds of tags available and where to use it for you to master the HTML language. Okay. Okay, in my discussion, we are aiming to develop something. So, kung sa may ako ang magamit, mura pod ako ang i-discuss. Okay? Right now, we need navigation in our um, Ma'am Angel, oh, gabalan. Sorry guys. Bulog. Sorry guys. Mga na-disturbance diri ani mga kaklase ba ako diri ha? Oy. Nawala ako. Sorry guys. Ay. Good afternoon. Sorry kay na di mga salaw-salawan diri pa. Okay, nawala. Okay, so we have in okay, so now wala na jud ko eh. Ano kayo sila sa klase dire? So in our case, in our wireframe, we need navigation. So that is why I use navigation. Okay, so inside of the navigation, I have image, text, and links. Okay, so list of links and I guess okay, image, text, and list of links. So the first thing is inside of the navigation bar is an image. So this is how you will type an image tag. So image tag, there are not all tags in HTML has an heading, opening and closing tags. So like this image tag, it's very special kay usa lang yun siya na it's only on opening. Okay? So as you can see also there are another information inside of the tags. So we call it attributes. So every tags in HTML has its own attributes. So attributes gives more information about the tags, why how the tags works properly. So there are some tags that doesn't need to have attributes, but there are some tags that needs to have an attributes for the tags to be to work. Like for example, this image tag needs src, meaning the source. Okay, she needs where the source of the image can be located for that image to be shown. And then there is also another attributes of the tags where it's called alt, which is alternative text, where we can have an information if in case the source image cannot be found, so there will be alternative text can be shown on the image. So if we can save, we can try to save it and run the page, we can see a blank image like this one. So as you can see, there is no image on the body since we don't have the source file, and we don't have any alternative text since we don't have to set any information. So for example, let me put here Norsu icon, or Norsu logo. So save and refresh. As you can see, can there is a broken image, meaning uh, meaning there is an image file, but the source is not being located. Okay, and then there is a alternative text that defines what is this image. Okay, so that is the work for alt. So if we want to have an image, we need to secure first the image file and know where it is being located. Okay, so I have here a file. Okay, I will go here. Um, I will find image. Okay, like this one. I'll copy to our folder tutorial. So I have now image nursu.png. So if we want to let uh, we will put the image in our page. We will now going to locate the um, that file. So all you need to do, as you can see, the file organization na the landing page is that HTML and also that PNG is beside to each other. So all we need to do on that part is to just type norsu.png, save. So it's on the Sublime text also. You can see on a button here on this part. If there is a circle, meaning this file is not being saved, diba? O ako na i-press or when I uh, hit save, Control S, what happened? Those icon nakatong replacing this X to 0 will be removed. Hindi siya makita. So meaning this one is being saved. So we will try to run it. Run. As you can see, we can now see an image on our page. Okay. One good thing also in knowing the elements of the page, you can right click it, inspect element, inspect. Okay, then you can see here, you can see the element. Okay, from HTML. Okay, we have here we define the HTML. Okay, which wala na to na define di ay. So first is we have to define pero automatic in web page that there will be an automatic declaration of the HTML tag. Okay, then refresh. Sa mo ka din si Ma'am Hazel. Galay biya po ko dire ba? Dali kay wala mo class. Si man, era dyan mga balos yung ko ninyo. Promise. Sorry guys, sorry guys. Okay, for the this as you can see on the inspect element, you can see all the tags that are available on our page. When you see on the body, hover lang na nimo, you can see all the sa body. And go to the navigation. This is the area of our navigation. Inside of the navigation element, we have also another element which is image. Makita nimo dira all the information. And one way of also checking if your page is not being rendered properly, you go to inspect lang, you right click your the page and inspect. One way of debugging your HTML, since this is your editor, by the way, this is your editor. One you predict that it will work, but sometimes it not work. So this is the debugging tool to debug. Okay, inspect element na siya. Okay, so we have this huge image, right? So we have a huge image here. So as you can see on our wireframe, we only need a small image. Okay, to make it to make it small, we add additional attribute which is the width. There is a width of an image, and then put here the amount, and then the measure can be px, okay, pixel, or pwede po siya og percent. Pixel is the number of dots in your screen. Pwede mo yung makita ng dots sa screen. So if you also makita mo ng pixel, we can search it what is pixel. Okay. So it's, for example, this is your screen. So in every screen, ano mo rin siya, og kabantay mo tong sa inyo ang mat sa una na mag-graph mo. Sa screen na siya imaginary, that one. So one, tug taas kay resolution mo screen, the more nindot dagan siyang pixel, the more po siya nindot ng tawon. So one box ani is 1 pixel. Ano siya? One box is 1 pixel. So meaning if ganahan kag pixel ang imo ang uh, size, unit size, use px. Ngayon kag percentage, this is the percentage of the screen. So for example, like this one, ugma 30%, so meaning this is the entire width of this one is 100. So if you are just putting 30%, meaning you have just in here, it's only the 30% of 100. Ganahan ka og 100, you can have the full um, screen or the full web page since you set it 100. Gunahan kag 200, dako na jud siya kaayo. Tunga na lang sa logo ang imong makitaan for that screen. Okay? So it depends on you what meter you're going to use, measurement. So in my case, I need a smaller one. I just fit 30 px is uh, enough for me. Okay, which is nice and aligned with our wireframe. Okay, so any question about the image tag? Okay, again, there is a tags. HTML tags has head opening and closing. Okay, mahimo na siyang elements kung ang usa ka tag na siya sulod na content like this one. Na siya content, so na siya mahimo na siyang element. Kani po siya nahimo na siyang element because of the title. Navigation nahimo na siyang element because of this image. Okay? Inside of a tag, there is, we call it attributes. Attributes adds information on specific tags. There are attributes that are specific only for a specific tags, like this src is only intended for image. Okay, body doesn't need a src because it is a source. Yun na kinalag source sa body. Okay, so for example, this with attributes works to all tags. So there are attributes that are common to all tags, but there are some attributes that only specific to a specific tags. So any question? Any question about the image tag? I guess kahapon mo na ito ato naman nga discuss kahapon po good. Which is nabalik lang ta. It is because the video that I recorded yesterday was that there is no audio. So what happened man good is this video that I made is intended for also sa section sa CD, section C and section D, which is you have the same output. Okay, so the detailed in discussion about all the HTML tags and attributes are assigned with Sir Julius. Okay, so we will continue. The next tag that we are going to have is probably a strong tag. Okay, pwede po siya paragraph tag, but I need strong tag lang. Strong tag. Okay, then I'll put Norsu Nyan blog. Okay, so then refresh. Okay, we have that refresh. So okay na siya. Nasa na Norso blog. Okay, so next tag that we are going to have is the links, no? The number of links. And yeah, the list of links. So we have to create a list. Okay, in order to have a list, there are only two options. It's either OL, ordered list, or UL, unordered list. Okay, discuss na ako na gahapon what is the difference of OL and UL. So we will have UL, unordered list. So we have list of like links, like list of links like home, okay, about, uh, signed up and signed in. So save and refresh. So we have now the list of links. Pero wala pa siya links, naka-text pa siya. So we will upgrade it into links later on. So ako lang i-discuss, okay? Every list there is li meaning list item. Li is list item. So ol means unordered list meaning unordered man siya because can be wala siya nakabutang siya una gyud unordered lang siya but if you say ol this is ordered list this is, make it 1 2 3 4. So that is the difference between so if that is ol or ul there should be an element like li which is list item. So it depends. It's either OL or LI. We will be removing it later on with the use of the CSS because we don't need to have that bullets or numbers in our wireframe. We have to just make a bar sign or a border. Okay. So next is to convert it into a links. Okay, links is make it uh, a a tag is an anchored meaning anchored tags that makes it a list inside of this closing opening tag and closing tags. For example, this home makes it element, so it this text makes it a link ano mo siyang link, okay, mo siyang link. So this one there is another there is a href, so it is anchored reference meaning where is the file you are going um to anchor. Asa nimo siya ibutang pag-click nimo, asa siya padulong, asa mo redirect. For example, if you were going to redirect it to www or https ps www facebook.com, meaning when we refresh it, when we click that one, it will go it will go it will go um to the facebook.com. So each ref is a tag intended only for anchored no, it is each ref is an attribute only intended for the anchored tag, a tag. Okay? That helps us when we click the link asa ni maipabutang. Ano na siya. Okay? For sa link. Since we want it localized lang sa local naman nato siya i-link, so we will know later on sa to ang mga file napotel na there are tags that were attributes that only for a anchor tag. For example, when we click this one, it will go directly to new tab. Mura siya control click gani siya, ana siya control click patubang sa Facebook pero pag click niyo patubang sa another tab. So to do that, okay, because what I did ani ganiya is just pressing control and click. Pwede po nato na siyang automatic in your element. We will add another attribute like target and you just name it to underscore blank. So, the target href will go to the another tab which is underscore blank. So what happened when we refresh, when we click this one, it will go directly to the another tab. So patubang sa another tab. Okay? So you see what is the use of attributes? Attributes make your tags um, uh, dynamic and much more informative, and it depends on the tag that you have. it also depends of some attributes that really intended to that tag. But I guess, diba, I told you earlier that some of the tags like this one, some of the attributes like with are common to all tags. Okay? So it depends. Ibumunta ka nila mag-target. Is it necessary to have a target blank? It's up to you. It depends how your website or page will look like. Right now, I don't need that one. Okay, so right now, I'll just leave it blank because I don't have a file where I will be putting or when I click where I will we call it um kanang ganing imo siyang when you click asa nimo siya i-redirect na page. Right now ato lang siyang ibutang sa anchor tag all the text in our list. Okay, save and refresh, so all of those are turned to anchor or links by use of anchor tag or a tag. So any question about this one for the anchored tag? Wala na ba si problema? Questions, guys. Please have a questions. Nibalik na magud tagod mo nang wala ni pangutana sir. Walay problema. Okay. 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 So right now, muna na to we have OL, UL, LI. So next thing, since we have all the content in our wireframe, so ato rang binagsaon. So we will now proceed to CSS. We will going to make it like look like this one because our structure and our it's HTML is just look like this. Uh, it's look like this. So we will make it much more uh, like the on the wireframe. Okay, so asa man na to ni. Okay, we will directly go to the CSS. So gahapon I discussed that there are three ways to put CSS on your file. First is internal, inline, and external. Okay? So I give you some examples sa inline. So the disadvantage for the inline is messy coding because the HTML and CSS is in one place and makes it much more have a codes mini codes in one place. So right now we will try to use the inline. Okay. So inline, so we will just type here style tag. It is located, okay, inside, okay. Okay, tapad siya sa head. Okay, di ba ganina head and body man siya, no? So it between by the closing head and the opening body. So just style. So ato siyang stylean direkta. So unsa may at pag we will now declare what uh how how many or how much. Okay, as you can see on our wireframe, the width of the navigation is until from this uh, portion until this portion. So muna yung nakakabutang dito. So we need a border. We will check asa dapita ang border para makita nato asa dapita yung width. So to do that, since ang ato ang layoutan is ang navigation in CSS, we are going to call what element that we are going to lay out or ato ang tawgon for us to uh, to change the layout of its nature. So, for example, since kanimo navigation ang concern, si navman, so we will going to call it, so si nav, okay? So, this nav, okay, this one calls this nav tags, okay? So, what are the properties na imuhang usbon ni navigation bar? Okay, first is magama taog. Tantaw na to ang background niya. Natong background. So, we will add background. So, type lang tag background property. Um, background. And what is the color of our background? Okay. So, if you have Photoshop, pwede pod because we will have use HTML hex color code. Kung ganahan ka na internet, you can just go to HTML hex color code, color codes. Okay, then you just visit this website. You can see here, you can pick a color. This is the hexadecimal value. Okay, unsa nga na color imuha. So I want like a color like this one. Okay, something blue because Nursu blue man Nursu. Just okay, copy this color. Okay, put it in here and use the code. This is hexadecimal color to make it much more accurate because butang kag blue, green, it is just a solid color. So refresh. Okay, what happened? Nakita ang ato ang instead of working it, nakita man noon. Why? Because we put our code outside the style. Tawa. This one should be put inside of the style. Okay? Sorry, that's my mistake. So save, refresh. So what happened is ni-take ba nga to ang CSS because wrong background. Flag G background. Save, refresh. So we have here now the background. Okay na siya. Okay? Now base makita ninyo sa inyo ha that there is a space pa provided from here from this portion to this portion na pa sa space okay because default there is margin from the body from certain element there is a margin kasi margin something mga 1 pixel ba na siya o no, mga 2 pixels ba na siya so ato na siyang imo na wala siya pixel. Okay, so what we are going to do, we have to identify since we are targeting the nav tag kaning naani is ang body man ni siya kaning white space da ano siya body so imo i-target ang body, then after targeting the body we will going to make it nawalay margin ang body wala siya margin meaning zero siya kung for now na siya gamay na space. So, i-refresh na siya nimo. As you can see, nawala na ang iyahang space. It is because we call the body, okay, kanimo siya body, atong gitawag si body, ningon ka na ay mo giusab ang iyang property na margin, ibutangan nimo og zero na value, meaning from ganiha na ay default na margin na kani karon imo siyang gibutangan og margin zero to make it fit. Okay, for nice lang tawon. Okay? Okay, then on your navigation also, we defined the height pamina nato no as you can see here we only have a small space here for our navigation. As you can see on our web page, ni mura siya og ni dako-dako. So ato siyang i-set into as a fix something. So in here, I want here to make it having a height property. Then I will put 50 pixel. Okay, so all of these properties can be found on the CSS w3schools.com. So ari mo diri sa w3schools.com, you can see all the properties and values of CSS. So for you to master this language, please na lang, please you have to go to the website para madali nyo ninyo makuhaan. Okay? So, asa man to ron? Going back for the file, where is it? Okay, sorry. So, I put 50px for the height of this one. So, I save it, refresh. So, this is now the height of the navigation bar, which is good enough. Which is duol-duol na siya sa to ang targeted uh, layout for our wireframe. So next thing you're going to do is the concern for the image. Okay, for the image. For a while guys for a while. Ngayon na inanawag. Hello? Sa asan eh? Sa PLDT ni sir? Nanamos campus 2 sir? Mga what time mo mga to sir? Ah, sige sir. Panara ko ipalayan mo na sir. Nagklase pa mo ko sir. Wala, kaklase pa ko sir. Nara ko sa CBA. Sa CBA amo mo. Tawagan na yung usod sir ha. Sige sir, sige sir. Sige sir. Sige sir. Sige sir. Matugaw ko sir. Taga PTT ba? Ito na yung kumpus to be. Ito loro kung asa tong router.
Na di sir.
Motor yung minta? Sige, habis yung motor. Ato guro. Kung na atong naman may ilan mo na click. Kuha. Ito loro tong mga itong router, itong modem ba? Mga ano doon na nabasa ang tubig. Wala mo, yarang wrong sa una. Nagayabi nila?
Asal girl? Apura to.
Wala ko si Ria. So, di ba ni si Ria? Ha? Matodlor ako? Sa CBA. Okay. Sige, atong i-continue no. So, right now, okay na siya i-layout. So, atong next concern is the spacing of the image. Okay, so we want it much more nasa center. Okay, so to call it sa to ang image. So, ato ang tawagon si image. Okay? Asa man taron? Asa man si image or karon? Hari dire. Atong tawagon si image. Okay? Then, tawagon mo si image and then you change left brace and right brace to change the property. Okay? We will display it inline. Parang inline lang iyang display. Okay. And then, we add padding. Okay? So, padding, 10 pixel, 30 pixel. Ako ning discuss ron kung saan napasabot ana. Okay, so you can see there, na mo siyang tunga. So, we will go to inspect element. As you can see here, there when you hover it, may nakanindot diri sa kuan sa inspect elements makita ninyo. Okay, in the screen makita ninyo there is colored on when I hover the ordered list, there is colored orange, there is colored green and colored we call it blue. So na siya meaning para asa na siya. So as you can see also in here, makita nimo siya kani atong box we called it every property we have a box manggod. So in this orange meaning this is margin. Okay, kaning naay we called it out border. This is the element. Ano si element? Outside of the element, there is a space outside the element and we called it margin. Okay, kaning green na part. Okay, this is a space inside of the element, and this is what we call padding. Mura siya margin pero sulod. Okay, sulod siya. Okay? So, amo nang ganiha when I put in here sa to ang atong image, makita nimo na there is no margin but okay, sa border walay border but you can see on the padding there is 30% 10 pixel top, 10 pixel bottom, 30 pixel left, 30 pixel right. Okay, so usually if you are a beginner, usually pwede nimo ibutang anaon lang nimo. Padding top 10 px, padding bottom 10 pixel, padding right 30 pixel and padding left 30 pixel. So it is also good, pero as you can see in here, it is more lines na imong gigamit, more lines imong gigamit. So why not simplify the lines, one line lang imong gamiton and make it much more dali lang mabasa. For the beginners, murag okay gud siya kayo as for you guys kanina ni. Dali mo gid ninyo makita na okay. Pwede day malaylay og property ang top, ang bottom og right og left sa padding. Yes, the same with the margin. Pwede nimo siya manaylain og kung sa imo space na ganahan for that properties. But the disadvantage for this one is the more lines you have used. For example, this one pares ta day imo ang um, top o bottom para sa pwede mo left or right. So some will use this technique automatic padding. Okay, um, the first one is 10 pixel that is intended for the top. This one is intended for the right. This one is intended for the bottom and this one is intended for the left. So upat na siya. Okay? Top, right, bottom, left. Okay? Kung for example, so di na ka kinala so padding, you create you have defined a padding, then after, so excuse me. Hello sir. Na ako'y kauban padulong diya sir. Sige na, muduol ra siya nimo ron diya sir ha. Sige sir, ako siyang ingnan sir. Salamat. Excuse me, okay? So, this one, it's also the same ganiha. Okay, wala dyan siya changes. Still the same. but saves space. Okay? Pero as you can see, nakita man gyud Japan nimo na ay same parehas sa sila. It is good also if nainlain og properties. Like kani siya 5 ang top, then ang kani siya is the bottom is 10, then ang left or right is 20. Pwede siya inyong gamiton. Pwede na siya na technique. Inline value from top, right, bottom, left. For as ano tong concern ganiha man god is the same man ang top, the same pod ang left o right, top o bottom, the same man. So pwede po kanina na technique. 10 px, 30 px. Pasabot ani if only two values ra imong gamiton, pasabot ani siya. It is intended for top and bottom, and this is intended for left and right. Kani siya. Okay? Okay, gets. Nagets niyo ang padding. So, parang dili mo malibog, you go to CSS wtschools.com, you see the CSS. Okay? Pero, unsa may inyo ang ganahang, okay, pwede for the beginners, ato nalaman siyang i-padding left 10 px, padding, okay, this 30 px. Then, padding right 30 px, and padding top 10 px, and padding bottom 10 px. Still the same. Walay usog. Okay, so that is for our image. Any question for the padding? So, any question? Okay, very good. Kung walay question. So, now we will proceed since ang sunod na pud ang kaning no na out na siya, no? Na siya makita. So, we need to use that one. We will lay out that one. So, this is the tag strong. So, we will call it again here. Here, strong. This is the tag strong. So, what is Nakadagaan. So, ato ang unang bot is we will change the colored black into white kay mura siya og di maklaro, no? So, we will make it colored white. So, we will change to color FFF 6F, meaning this is color white. Refresh, so it's color white. So, next thing we are going to do is to display inline. Same thing with the image. Parang magtapad sila ra. Display inline. And then we have to make it float left. Okay, meaning float left, meaning the element will no longer stay on its own location. It will just redirected to asa yung available na papadulong nila. Okay, excuse me lang, kadat lang. Hello, sir? Hello? Hello? Sir, pwedeng mo lantaw. Musulod ra mo, sir, kay ing na ra mong PLDT na magnasa sulod sa campus Gaulat, sir. Oo, ngalan si Benhart, John Benhart Alejo. Sir, katakutan na. Sir, good afternoon, sir. Sir, ang PLDT na sir na muayo sa KCBA sir. Musulod ya sir. Na naguba man naguba man ko maliyog ra ko sir. Ni deal ang PLDT na ninawag ra ko ana sir pero wala ko letter. So ang PLDT ila man ang contractors sila na ni-request nila. Maliyog maliyog ra ko sir. Narapod sir padulong dia sir. Salamat. Okay. Sorry for that. Okay, so ang float man siya is meaning it will no longer karon man gud na stuck up siya asa dapita pwedeng mo lugar ug asa dapita ang element. So ang float meaning di na siya mo stuck up dira and it's depend on na lang og asa from this area mo na yang gidependan na lang. So kung asa siya dapita mabutang dito siya mo fall for the float. So pag refresh na to ana, as you can see here, ang ato ang nurse vlog na text na siya ng pinaka 00 na position. Na 00 na position. So nausob ang image. Supposedly ang image man mo'y una dito. Since we float left man, it starts with the left from 00 pixel, 0 pixel. So from with 0 left man siya. So is one no in the left 0 pixel. So di siya magsugod. So, if you want it na kaning first element pod magsugod sa left, atong i-adjust ang ato ang image here, for image, this image, we will also include float left in our image. Parang siya may unang mo float left, this image, followed by this text. So, pag refresh na to, oy, so what happened? Because wrong spelling atong float. Okay, float left. So now, this is the first element, okay? And then this one. Okay? Na ni-float na siya. So, as you can see, na space there eh. So, for us to know what happened why there is a space, we go directly to inspect elements and hover here. What really happened? What really happened? Why there is a space? So, maka-hover man ta. Excuse me. Pumili mo? Ay, katong nanawag na ako? Ako na campus 2. Ano ba yung ako dito sa campus 2?
Isa lantahan ako usa.
Wala mo
Gusto
na.
ang usa sir niya. Dire.
Napos campus 2 po, sir.
Oh.
Napami ko batas campus 2 ron? Wala.
Dili na mag-repair po ni nga toro.
Amato ko mo dito ron. Tapos dito ba sige. Sige, ang diri sir, ang problema naman diri sir, di kayo mo magwala-wala. Pwede na lang una dito na lang ako sa mamuuna kay mo may unang concern po sir.
Dire na lang sa kanana mi sa area. Dali ra kay na sa.
Kay yung mapalong na may gagamit og connection diri po sir. Oo. Ako, kaklase mo ko. Mapalong mo.
Sige sir, ito balikan na.
Balikan na lang sir, dapo kung kauban ito gaulat, kaya pinagto mo patubang dito. Kaya ang campus una man akong gi-report campus 2 man.
Dito na.
Oo na. Nabalik na lang mo diri sir.
Sige sige.
Ikaw po mauman po sa mga klase diri sir.
Sige sige sige. Thank you.
Ako kauban dito gaulat ko sir.
Sige sige.
Mo dito ko sa ako dito sa gawas.
Oo.
Okay, mo gawas.
Oo. Maliyog lang ko ha, maliyog lang ko. Balik ko sila. Balik na. Nato sir dito ni ba? Ay, sige. Sorry for that. So, atong i-check dire ang element. Ganong naa siya na white space. So, makita mo na nimo dire when you hover. Anong naa siya problem? Okay, makita nimo na ang OL, there is a margin. Okay, naa siya margin ang OL. So, that is the reason why na space ang dire. Kay ni float naman silang duha. So this image and also this strong tag and the image tags no longer depend on the the height because it's being floated naman. Naka-float na siya sa left, meaning hangin naglutaw na siya sa na element. So only thing that really snapping from body to this one is only the OL na lang. Wala na siya na space. So, all we need to do, since wala pa mo na change na to ni, now we want it that this Norsu block should be in the center. So, ato ra siyang i-disregard ng na-space dira og nag-overlap siya. So, all we need to do is to add line height. It is where which is a height of a text. So, karon ato siyang i-manipulate for this strong tag line height. I will just put a value of 50 pixel. So meaning og sa word pa ni siya mo ni siya imong double spacing ba siya imong text 0.5 ba. So dire makaset ka kung how many spacing ato mo gama kag letter sa word, di ba? Okay. Makaset ka kung unsa iyang spacing. Kaniya mo po ni line height dire. So as you can see here now, we are already in line with the image and in this one. So nakatunga na sila. So no problem na. So almost na fit to our in here ato ang layout. So all we need to do is to work on the links na. Ang links na lang tong i-work out. Okay? So okay na ta sa image, okay na ta ani. So any questions so far? Wala question? Any question? Hello guys, napa mo dira? Wala rin questions. Okay, we will proceed to the links. Okay, thank you. So we will now proceed to the links. Okay, so OL. So um, first thing we will going to do is to make it much more molinya siya. No, molinya siya. So first, okay. Ato po siyang i-float direkta para mo snap na this mawala na ning space niya. So all these three elements inside the navbar are really floating na siya. Coordinate na siya sa ato yang unang element which is the navbar. Naka-float na siya sa navbar na element. So in here, since this is now OL, ato siyang i-tawgon OL, and then when we call it OL, we will also the same thing i-display inline nato siya, the same with the image and the strong tag and float left. So when we save this one, refresh, it will snap. Okay, and now the stop na wala na white space, and then automatic na no naka inline na siya. So all we need to do, since we want it this one will move on the right, so we don't need the eye left, we will float right. Ato siya float to right for us to see na dire siya na nasa dire. So once we have not that one, so atong lang tawon ang iyahang alignment for OL. So makita nimo siya na mo nang nakasnap na nabutang siya sa ubos because there is a margin and there is a padding pa in that one, di ba? So ato siyang kuhaan og margin para mo nasa pinakataas gyud. So to do that, you remove the margin of this element, margin 0. So to remove that one, all the margins from top, bottom, from top, bottom, left, right, all the margins is being set to 0. Margin property is the same with the padding property. You can set left, right, top, and bottom independently. Pero ganahan kag all of them must be 0. No need to type pinani taas na line. We go directly to margin 0, meaning margin top, margin left, margin bottom, margin right are all both 0. So, ni-snap na siya diri sa pinakataas. So, all we need to do is also um, ato siyang kwaon ning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no? 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need that one. So, we will remove it. List style, none. Refresh. Excuse me. Dahan? Na. Ah. Oh. Lamat kay Siri. Okay. So as you can see now, when we say list style none, it will remove tong OE, tong 1, 2, 3, 4, nawala na siya. Nawala na. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Nawala. So, unsa man may latong kulang? Ang tong kulang na lang is to make it um naka nakakuha na siya ni call it excuse me. Tay. Hello sir. Hello sir. Oh sir, neng nana mo dis campus to? Di mo pasudlon dia sir? Hello sir. Makasulod naman siguro mo sir. Na mo lang ginatong guard? Oh sir, sa main sa highway sir. Oh. Oh, sige sir, nasa highway sir, ignorant dyan, dikta na sir. Sige sir, pwede rin pag dikta na sir. Dikta na mo dito, amo nang gingnan sila masudlon ra mo sir. Sige sir. Lamat, lamat. Sige, sige. Ako mo nang gi-report po good, diri. Hello. Sorry for that. So, next niya itong buhaton, ito na siyang all the links, ato na siyang we call it, i-float po nato siya para mapareha siya ani and then mag-align na siya horizontally. Okay, so the same thing ang technique na itong buhaton for the LI. Okay, so what we're going to do, we will go first to the OL since LI is the element of OL. No, we just type also OL there and type LI. So in this one, we tend to call LI not OL, meaning you just put here OL because that is the first element that you are going to surpass before LI. Okay, so that is put OL. So the things that the one that we are have a the layout in here, we change the properties LI not the OL. O LI atong i-target ani. So we target the LI. So for targeting LI, still the same. We display inline and we also float it into left. So save it and refresh. As you can see on here, makita nimo na wala na siya ni vertically aligned but it's horizontally aligned. Okay? The next thing we are going to do is to make each list item should have a width, atong mutangag width, and I will put it 100 pixel each para naa siya gap for all the list. So what happened is this one na siya space. So meaning from this home to about 100 pixels. About to sign up 100 pixels. Sign up to sign in 100 pixel. Sign in to this space 100 pixel. So each list item has 100 pixel. Okay? Excuse me sa matay mo. Sig panawag sa mga tawhan. Hello, sir. Sir. Sir? Mark Julius Badoy o John Bernard Alejo. Ging na naman ang guard, sir. Napasudlon mo diya, sir? Nakasulod na mo? Sa room. Kuhan, sir, ning ato sa palihog na lang kog ingon sa guard, sir, na pa tol mo sa CBA na office ding pabulong si Niljan. Hello, sir. May hapon palihog na lang ko patutol ng klase pa mangugo, sir. Na palihog ko lang kog tol nila, sir, patubang sa CBA officer. Niljan ba, sir? Malihog ra ko, sir, kay nagklase pa ko dili, sir. Salamat. Salamat, salamat. Hello. Okay. So nanatay with no sa ato ang element. We have now have a spacing. So atong butangan na lang nato siya og um, height para pud siya kay para ano pwede na tong usa tong iuna nato anya um how how can I okay atong unang buhaton ani is to have a height. Okay, tatog height, to have a height for this or each list item. So height of the same 50 pixel. Save, refresh. So nothing changes, but when we go to inspect element, li, you can see the list, the we call it the blue the area which is on the cover of the blue colored na snap jud siya sa colored sa navigation na 50 pixel pod, which is good. Which is good. Okay, and we will also create a vertical alignment middle, so we will try to make it much on center. So vertical alignment middle, so to make it the text on the center. Okay, wala man ni center. So probably no, sorry, not vertical, but text. Okay, text align center. Text align center. As you can see, it's now being centered to the width of 100 pixel. So the width is 100 pixel right now. As you can see, I hover it. So nasa sa tunga na. Ganina nasa sa kilid. Nasa sa tunga, which is good thing to know. Then to make it align here, the height of this one, I forgot na line height there itong gamiton, not vertical center. Line height, and we to put it 50 pixel line height. Okay, refresh. So we have now a good placement of our links. Okay, then we have to put border a border right, only the right side na nasa border 1px solid, and we will use this color sa kutong hex color. Probably itong bulungon ang color na which is nicer for the blue background. Okay, like this one siguro. We will use that one as a color. So the property border right has three value. The first value is the thickness of the border. Then the kind of border that you are going to use can be solid, dashed, and there are many options there. Pero usually I use only solid and dashed. And also the third value is the color of the border. So when you use border property, three values to be supplied. First is the thickness of the border, solid. Second is the kind of border you are going to implement, and then the third one is the color of the border. You save it, refresh, so you can see in here the we call it the border. So separating each link icon. Okay. So any question on how we uh, make it na from vertical alignment to horizontal alignment. So, question? Okay, kung wala. Okay, thank you. So we will now change the color of the text because it's boring, it's not contrasting with the background. So we will try to color it with white. So the element that we are going to contact with that one is not the Li, but the A, the anchored. The Li cannot control the color of this element because the tag that owns on this one is the anchored. So di siya kahilabot sa this one sa Li. Ang Li di kahilabot sa color. Okay? So the one that really changed the colors and everything na nindot ani kani jud ang anchored. Anchored jud siya. So for you, parang makuha na to na. Ato sa CSS Japon, and we will going to, okay, OL, LI, A. So, kasi pasabot ana. You choose on the OL tag. Inside of that is an LI tag and then A tag. Say mo na, dire. OL, LI, A. Meaning, only the anchor tag inside the LI and OL will be called. Kaya ako nang taga-example ron nganong kanato ang gigamit. So for now, we will change to color into white. Save, refresh. So okay, wa mo lagi. OLLI. So color. Pila ka F? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ah, sorry. Wala nga na usa. F. Okay. So colored na siya og white. Now it's being okay. We will remove um, this underlined on the link. So we will change the property of text decoration is equal to none. Save, refresh. So okay na. Mas nice na siya. Okay. Okay. So murag na-align na ba sa to ang gigama? Okay. Okay, so kulang na lang is this one ni mahimo siyang button kaning sign in. Mo na lang ato ang buhaton. Okay, so muna to next na buhaton. But we will change it na mas nice ang interactive nga to ang gibuhaton na makita gina siya this is a home or this is a button na makita. So all we need to do is to add something much more lively sa to na ato ang ginama. So first na to ang buhaton if naa siya'y mohover niya, naa siya'y something na buhaton. So probably we will change when pag ana nimo diri this LI automatically na mura siya clickable. So og makita ang color, ma-change siya og color. So to do that, in here we will add OL LI and but use a pseudo element selector. So meaning pseudo meaning this is what happened. So kani siya hover man siya. So LI kung i-hover nimo siya, kung na ay ang mouse cursor maputubang sa LI, what will happen? So probably ato i-change og color. Okay? Pwede na. So probably inani na color na to ang i-change ato like that one para we can see it much more clearly that na-hover na siya. So we can OLLI. So every list element na ma-hover, ma-change ang iyang background into this one. So save, refresh. Okay? So makita nimo. So much more nicer na, more siya active na siya. So once na makuha nimo. Okay, once na makuha nimo, ma-hover siya. Ganahan po ko na once maklik no hover na ko ni siya, probably may mo siyang clickable. Lain mo siya kayo, may mo siyang arrow lang. Okay? So to make it that one, LI, kaning sa LI, daan, we will make it cursor. So we will change the cursor property to pointer. Save and then refresh. Right now, what happened? From only arrow, name mo na siyang pointer. Mo-point na siya. Okay? Mo-point na siya. Okay? So, nice na siya gamay na siya interactive, mo kuan na siya. So, atong ganahan pod na once ma-hover pod siya kani siya, mo bold pod siya. No, yung ma-underline pod siya ang text. So to add it with to add that same here atong tag hover effect OL AL A hover pseudo um, we will change to font weight to bolder. So what happened is once na maigo ang text, mudako siya. No? Mudako siya. To make it much na interactive. Okay. Limutan na to siya underline para maklaro gyud na it is being active. Okay, so text decoration underline, save, refresh. So as you can see, parang ma-highlight gid siya. Or that one. So everything is good na for this one. Ang kulang na lang nato is on that is this button. Okay. Uh, okay. That button. Karon atong i-target on is only the last child. Means that the last child of this element kani. Okay, the last child. So OL LI then last child. Okay? Okay? So meaning I will just only targeting only the list item on the LI which is on the last side which is this one. Sign in. Okay? Then I will change to margin left. Okay? 100 pixel. So what happened? It will push it on this one. No? Taas na siya, taas na siya. Hmm. So what we're going to do now is to create a button on for the sign in. So on the anchored, okay, OL LI last child A, the only the A for the last child may ma-target, dili lang ang tanan na anchored, dili sila tanan but only this one because last child A man. So we were change, okay, the background into color like this. And ani na color atong color something orange daan. So background color. So save, refresh. So as you can see na naana siya. Hmm? Color niya daan. So what we need to do is to make it much more nicer. Magama tag padding, an an area inside of the element which is padding. So we will have a uh, padding top for um, 5 pixel. Okay. Okay. We will add also padding bottom. Okay. And padding left 30 pixel. Ano? Tuko ra kay 10 pixel. Padding right 10 pixel. Save. So what happened? Look like this. Siya small icon. To make it much more nicer, the radius of the border. So border radius, we change it to 10 pixel. So parang mo curve ang box. Kay ang atong box straighten naman. So ang radius ang border, edge niya mo curve siya. So what happened? It look like this. So more siya button na smooth circle. Mm, okay. So I guess it's wrap up for this one. So this is for the navigation. Any question? Tayo layout for navigation. Any question? So nasabtan na ninyo how it's being done. Okay lang. So we have time still. So atong kumplituhon na lang ni karong adlaw. Probably kani image. Okay. Is it okay with you na to na i-continue this image stay connected? Okay? Ato na yung kaputangan. So, okay ra ba? Continue ta para mo man ni siya. One wire frame. Okay ra? So, we will continue. Wala may feedback. Okay. So, wala siya feedback. Mo direkta ta parang so dungangan na to og content. So once na natas navigation, we go to another content. So natay in here we have section. So mga matag section dere. Natay section yung atong section natay division. We have two division, the division 1 and the division 2. So muna ito ang kuanon. Ito ang himuon. The division 1 is for the image and the division 2 for the text. na to ah. Okay, so we will create a section here. Okay, then we have here div. Okay, and then we have inside of this div is we have an image src. No, sorry, an image. Okay, so what is our image? So student banner siguro. Okay, I have here an image na to ang adtuon atong kapihon. We want it na ma-include sa tuwa. Kani, we want it na kanito ang gamiton for our image. So atong i-copy and we will move it in our tutorial. Okay, beside ani Japan. Okay. So you know already how to do that. The name of the image students.jpg. Save. Refresh. So we have here this nice image for the division 1. Then for division 2, okay, we have a header. Dako-dako man to na based on our wireframe natay stay connected to every nurse union. So probably header 1, stay connected uh, connected to every nurse union. Save. Okay, refresh. Okay, so we have now that one. So sa dudungagan na pod na. So I'll be copying this one every student. So ako'y copy na na for me to directly. First is we will create paragraph. We'll just copy the text guys for us to really have fast. Okay, alright, copy. Another paragraph. Um, P. Save. Refresh. Oh, okay, puro. Okay, so what other things that we need to do? We have more, read more. Okay, so we have to use paragraph. Okay, paragraph again, italicize, anchored. Okay, then read more. Meaning we created a paragraph element instead of an italicized anchored. So muna nahitabo. Read more. Okay. Then be the part of the community. Okay. Another paragraph for an anchored. Be part of the community. Be a anchored again. Uh, make bold. Ato i-bold siya. Be part of the community. Okay, I guess it's all okay now. So okay na siya. So I have now the content. So ang ato na lang bahigon, we were going to make it like this one. Much more nicer. Just nicer. Mm. Okay. 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 So to do that, it's a wait for that. Okay. Okay, so we have now, um, since our division, we have two division. So we have division 1 and division 2, which is have this one. We cannot design it. We don't want the same layout for division 1 holding for the image and the division 1 holding for the text. That is why we we are going to use another identifier for the tags. So another identifier sa tag. So meaning kani siya we cannot call na directly as a div since if we call this div, we design this div also we design also this div na these are two different division na to ang gamiton. So to do that, we will name it with different div, we call it name. Since di man siya pwede kay specific to be specific for both nila. So we will use another tag, attributes to help our problem. Okay. So because I want it manggod, for the division, as you can see. Okay, excuse me. Hello sir. Hello sir. Afternoon.
Sir, nadi taga PLDT.
Oh sir, Nadia sir, Nadia.
Ako sa istorya di mo, sir.
Sige sir, sige sir.
Okay, sir. So, sir, may hapon, sir.
Sir, mga hapon sir, unsa may problema niya sir?
Sir, may request na lang yung yung modem, sir. I-onboard na sa landcord sa modem ba? May na ako na.
Sir, mo na ako ang gi-request po sa amo ang account holder pero kinahanglan pa man gud og check up daw ninyo murag inyo mga recommendation may inyo ang tawag ani gihulat.
Karon, sir, pwede na ka mag-request sa modem, ano?
Kisa may mo requester ako or kamo?
Ikaw na, sir.
Sige sige na with wala nara may bin na paper there sir or wala ra. Oh.
Wala na. I-request na ninyo. Yan na ang technician. Request change modem. Na basak man niya sa tubig.
Oh gani sir.
Yung landcord, hindi mo gana yung landcord.
Yes sir, tinod jud sir. Mga mo pinakong check sir na kinahanglan mo gud og site on site visit man gud.
Kaya sir, request na lang sir. Wala ma-process na yung 1 to 2 days.
Sige sir, ako nang ibuhaton after my class sir.
Sige nga ba na? Nagkaroon tayo mo ba, sir?
Sige sir, sige sir, pwede sir pero sige. Salamat kay sir, salamat.
Salamat po.
Okay, excuse me. Okay, going back, our div manggod has this not the same size. We have this div which is a smaller size and here's one as a big size div. So if we call div here, both of the div will be the same size. O gatong example, um, when I um, when I call div, okay, with, okay, sorry, Windows. Okay, sorry again. Um, when I say 100 pixel for the width of the div, so when we refresh, as you can see here, this is the width of 100. So what happened is both of the whole div is um, with width of 100. Pero ang ako ang ganahan man good is as you can see on the wireframe, this one is a smaller div and this one is the bigger division. So in order to solve that problem, na I want only this div, na we have a 100 pixel is only on this one div and this one is a bigger width. We will add another attribute which is either ID or class. That's the thing that I mentioned you yesterday. So, kung mabutang kag ID, meaning it is the ID. So, for example, kamo, as a, kaning div mo, mura po kamo, mura mo estudyante. No, estudyante, tanan. So, to determine, unsa nga class, unsa na specific div na imo ang ganahan, butangan ni mag ID. For example, this is left. Okay, and this is um, right, okay, left, og right. So, unsay may tabuan na. So, in here, no longer use div because ang mong tag div, both of them will be called. So, yung button, gamitan na nag dollar sa hashtag and say left. So, what happened? Refresh. Only the div here has a 100 pixel width. Nibalik ang dire, which is maximize. Pero sir, makita lagi nimo na ang image dako because yes, the image is there. Wala mo na siya because wala mo man siya na layout. Pero if you go to inspect elements, naragid na ang 100 diya. Ang picture, ang image is there gyud. So what ay mahimo ana. But on the section on the div on the left, makita nimo we have makita nimo here 100 times 0 meaning 100 pixel times 0 100 width and 0 height compare dire na ang right div wala pa siya na gaman og na change ang properties 153 times 267.71 iyang resolution or iyang width. So meaning usara na div ang katuang na on this target usara na div ang ato ang gi-call not that entire two divs. So karon ato na siyang hinaynayan og change the layout. So sa left we will the same as tong atong gibuhat ganina didto sa taas sa navigation display uh, inline and then float left. Okay, and I want it to be width of okay, just need a width of 35 pixels. I guess this is enough. Oh no, 35% of the 35% of the screen. I want that on the my left div, and then height of auto, meaning auto fill lang height. So save, refresh. So as you can see right now, muna 30% sa atong resolution. Kaya ang second div mo naman okay? Muna siya. So next thing we're going to do is the image. We want it to be responsive. Whatever unsa yang gidakon sa iyang suludlanan for the division, mura pud iyang i-occupy karon it's not being responsive. Meaning unsa yang gidakon na regular image, mura pud iyang gi take as that one. So to make it much more responsive, we will going to only this image inside of this left one ang ato ang i-change ang properties. We go to left and image, then we want the width of this image, so to make it 100% to be responsive. So whatever, since this is 35%, the entire page okay is on the left is 35%, so meaning when we say image is equal to 100%, on the entire 35% will be occupied of the width of the image. So save. So ano ni gamay siya. This is now 130, this the entire 35% kani. Pero ang iyang image 100%, meaning the entire 100% of the 35% sa iyang main iyang gisudlan na div. Okay? So image is height auto. So the height should be auto na lang to make that okay, border radius 10 pixel. Okay. Margin. Okay. Margin top should be 100 pixel. Okay, and I need a border of 1 pixel solid. Okay, with this color. I want this color siguro to be nice. Something gray. or color. Okay. Save. Refresh. So this is what we look like for this one. Margin. So to make it much more nicer. Okay. Ito ng tawon daw. Ang iyang element. Okay. As you can see, div left. Okay. This is now div left. Tanan. Yeah. Which is good. As you can see, the colored orange is the margin. Have the padding. Okay. Which is now good. Pero the image, what happened? Image. Add left image. Wala man siya wala siya na effect. Wala siya border radius. No, na by changes. Let us border radius 10 pixel margin top. Okay, it's working. But border radius 20. It's not working with the border radius, no? Border radius 10 pixel. Because of this color, wala makita. The color is, what is the color value or X value of the color? Sorry about that. Uh, okay. So, as you can see, wala na maximize ang image. Why? Because of this one, na ay padding ang image. As you can see, there is a green area, means that is a padding. If, if then, if we will remove the padding, meaning mudako pa ang image. So, ito siyang i-remove. So, the padding, the image should be 0. Refresh. So, that's it. The, okay. One thing that I forget, sorry guys, is to set the this element. I forget to set the section as a main width. So I forget to put a layout on it. So I will be putting it with this um, layout section. We want it with a width, an overall width. This is intended for 1,500 pixels. So, for tanan, iyahang i-occupy tanan, both the two div, 100 pixel, both 1,500 pixel. So, the height is auto. It is because whatever the content should be, it's its height. Then we have margin, 20 pixel top and and bottom, and then auto on the left and right. So what will look like this is this one. Okay. Meaning na siya, as you can see what we did on our section. So there will be 20 pixels from top here. Kita nimo sa top, 20 pixel top and bottom. And here, whatever the series the margin available, kigi-auto man nato ang iyahang left o right, whatever the value mo na iyahang i-margin, mo na siya responsiveness. Why auto? Because we want that this one will be on the center. So nasa center. So imo na siyang ipagamayan, padak-an, pagamayan. Ang imong content nasa sa center. Okay, og dili nimo siya i-auto, what will happen? Mayon kang zero lang. It will just move out the left. So pagamayan na siya nimo, auto ba puro mo na siya sige sa left. To make it much more nicer, the content, so pagamayan nimo ang screen, padulong siya sa tunga. So what we're going to do is instead of putting it zero, you put it auto for the uh, left and right. So this is the shortcut. Kung ganahan ka, border top 20 pixel. Tag-aso na para masabtan lang ninyo. Margin bottom 20 pixel. Ay, nga po, sir. Sir Ye, palihog na lang ko sa admin sir Ye. Ah, ako diya sir, ang problema diya sir, hinay-hinay gid ang mga connection jud. Okay ra gid siya, pero hinay siya connection. Ano bang
Pila yung planning yung gagawin?
500 Mbps?
500 Mbps.
Hmm.
Sige na, amo na din yan.
Ay palihog na lang may grid ah. Sige sir, kung murag di gid siya kaabot ba? Nakarang mga panahon na siga
Amo,
ulan.
tingin kung pasar ba siya sa BPS na inyong i-abil.
Oh, mapalong na ron. Amyong
Dili ra, mapalong ka diyan, te. Ka diyan.
si
Ah,
sige sige sige.
asa na siya?
As taas eh kuha na ka ni sir. So what happened ron guys?
Kinsa kay tinayin nimo, sir?
John Benhart Alejo.
Asa John
Benhart.
Bernard.
Benhart.
V
VEN.
nga violin.
Oh,
Vinhart.
oh, Alejo.
Vinhart. Ilero.
Alejo. EL.
Alejo. Tagiyan, nag-mention dito si Bosa Alejo.
Dohan. Pobre naman dito yun.
Alejo.
Lamat.
Tagiyan.
Hello guys. So that is the reason why na ato to siyang margin left 0. Oh, oy, auto. Sorry po. And margin right auto. So that is why we have that one. Para pag minimize na siya, madako. Okay guys, so I am letting you know na mawala ko pero mobalik ako ilarang testingan ang connection. So if mawala ko, just wait for me for 10 minutes para ato i-continue ang ato ang discussion. Okay? So since wala pa problema, I will be continuing it. So okay na ni on the image wala na tay problema, which is nice and good. So all we need to do is this one. Ang second div na lang ato ang i-design. Ang second div. Still the same with so with second div is right, the idea of right. So you can place it wherever you want. So pwede tog din na matang right. Still it's still the same with the property of the left, I guess. Yes, but this time I want it to be 65 to because we want it to be 100%. 35 plus 65. No, 35 plus 65. So 100%. 100% of this one is 1400 pixel. Because this is the section, ang atong tibok section is 1400 pixel. So meaning, this section is 1400 pixel width. Nga namang we are just concerning with the width because the height is very scrollable. Mas-scroll naman ang height, mas-scroll naman nato. Ang width di na to mas-scroll, it's with hassle. Then ang width pod, it depends on the size of your gadget. So in web page or web development, ang pinaka-concern jud is width jud. So we need to we need to calculate the width. So ang 1400 pixel is just the standard size of any laptop and tablet screen. So manang okay na siya. So 1400 ang imong main the section, and the two div inside of that section is the other one is 35% on the left and 65% at the right. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so mo na siya. So ato na lang atong buhaton is we will going to um, change all the properties ato na siyang uh, i-change into nice and good na mabahig na to siya dire ani na file like ani dire. So all we need to do, add lang tag usa ka element here on our landing page to make it much more nicer. So nawala na day ko.